Today, NATO aircraft are conducting frantic probes in the airspace over Crimea, which is controlled by Russia. Various reconnaissance planes are taking turns, accompanied by fighter jets. The U.S. RQ-4 reconnaissance aircraft is once again conducting reconnaissance against the Russian-controlled Crimean Peninsula. Drones have been lingering in the airspace over the Black Sea for over an hour, relentlessly probing the Russian military's limits. The Russian military is feeling quite frustrated. They could easily shoot down these aircraft with the press of a button, but have refrained from doing so. Following this, two British Royal Air Force Typhoon fighter jets reappeared in the airspace over the Black Sea, prompting the Russian military to scramble three Su-30 interceptors. Russia has stated that the presence of NATO aircraft in the Black Sea is a serious act of provocation, warning that Russian aircraft may open fire at any time. The Russian military continues to advance its front lines. The Russian Air Force has attacked a Ukrainian military frontline depot near Budarka, destroying a large amount of Ukrainian ammunition and equipment. Additionally, they have launched widespread attacks on Ukrainian positions in Kherson using FBA aerial bombs. As a result, Ukrainian forces have been forced to retreat. Bulgaria has delivered 110 decommissioned armored vehicles and artillery pieces of Soviet manufacture to Ukraine for the replacement of damaged equipment. Moldova has also made a move, announcing its withdrawal from the Treaty on Conventional Armed Forces in Europe. This means that NATO forces can freely enter Moldova. The Russian military has warned that if NATO forces dare to enter Moldova, Odessa will be completely occupied by Russian forces, and Ukraine will lose its access to the Black Sea entirely. Just recently, in the western Galilee region of Israel, missile alarms sounded once again, triggering the activation of air defense systems. The Israeli Defense Forces intercepted a long-range missile from the direction of the Red Sea. As expected, there have been further clashes involving Houthi forces. The Houthis have long declared their intention not only to attack merchant ships in the Red Sea, but also to target Israeli territory within the range of their missiles. Subsequently, the Lebanese Hezbollah attacked an Israeli reconnaissance facility located in Nahariya with two heavy rockets, directly hitting the Israeli anti-aircraft radar. In response, the Israeli Defense Forces carried out another airstrike on villages in southern Lebanon, destroying multiple buildings. Israel has once again warned the Lebanese government and Hezbollah that if a resolution to the conflict in the border areas is not reached by mid-March, they will launch a large-scale military operation against Hezbollah. Hezbollah, in turn, has warned that if Israel does not cease its invasion of Gaza, they will intensify their attacks on Israeli military facilities and personnel along the Israeli border. In the meantime, the Indian Navy has announced a rescue operation in the Gulf of Aden, rescuing several crew members of a U.S. cargo ship hit by missiles fired by Houthi militants last night. The Italian Navy, as part of its escort fleet in the Red Sea, used a 76mm cannon to destroy a Houthi armed drone, achieving a significant victory. Indeed, this marks the first air victory for the Italian Navy since the beginning of the 21st century. Brothers, let me teach you a method to judge whether the situation is tense. Just look at the price of gold. If it keeps hitting new highs, then it's likely that major events are about to unfold. Capital doesn't lie.